amazing people.
Welcome.
So we are live again here to enlighten each and every one of us. So today's topic, we're going to be talking about how you can invest into Nigerian real estate from abroad with little capital. So my name is Sam, and I'm a real estate consultant based here in the city of Asaba, Delta State. And over here is Mr.
Emmanuel, Konkwe Emmanuel, also known as Emma of Medici, based here in the city of Asaba, one of the executives of Medici Homes and Shelters Limited, based here in the city of Asaba.
All right. So we will urge you to stay to the end of this session because when you stay to the end, you're going to catch the full package of what we're going to be talking about today. So, just like I said, today's topic is how you can invest into Nigerian real estate with as little as anything. Because so many persons out there think that they actually need millions before they can start investing into the Nigerian real estate, which is not true. So, you know, for so many Nigerians living outside the country, they are working long shifts. Some of them are working 4 shifts. From here, they work like 2, 3 hours. They go to another work. They're working shifts, and they save all of this money. And most of them come back home with nothing to show for it. Right? They come back with nothing to show for it. Take for instance, one of my friends. Sorry to use this example, but I have to use um an instance you will get to understand. One of this my friend, he got deported back home. And as deporting works, they will take you, they will wave you back home with nothing. Even if you have things over there, they will send you back with nothing. And this guy did not have any investment. I was his close friend, so I know him in and out. He did not come back home with nothing. Okay, so now imagine if he invested into landed properties. At least he will have something he can fall back to.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. You have something you can fall back to. So that is why the land banking is different. But the question is, for the sake of our viewers, what is land banking?
So land banking is, simply put, is buying land in an area before development hits that place.
Comes in.
You understand? So development like schools, roads, infrastructure, government facilities,
Okay.
So it's basically seeing the future, right? Seeing the future, you buy into that place before development is there. Because when development is there, the demand for land will increase and the value of land in that particular area will increase. Take for example, Mr. Emeka, who bought land in a particular part of Asaba, and he bought that land for 5 million naira. Okay, right? So 4 years down the line, new schools, new roads, right? Electricity, facilities, infrastructure came in. Okay. And like I said, 4 years down the line, he sells that same particular size of land for, let's say, for example, he bought it 1.5 million, and let's say, for example, he's selling for 10 million naira. 10 million. You see what land banking does. So, land banking is one of the drivers of wealth in real estate, right? So you can ask anybody. It has happened often time, right? So land banking is a driver of wealth in real estate.
Okay. So to add to what you just said now, this one I saw a video on Instagram and it touched me a lot. Do you know why? Because the woman, as of then, she bought a land of 1.5 million naira 15 years ago. That's what land banking is. Because land banking is when you're into land banking, you have to have patience. You have to have patience because you are buying into a developing area, like you said. So it's not somewhere that will develop in the next 2, 3 years. So you have to give it time. So this woman bought into a property in Lagos, okay, and she bought it for 1.5 million naira. Now, 15 years down the line, I think it was her co-workers that was asking her, interviewing her. It was kind of a record. So they were interviewing her. That property that she bought 15 years ago, as of then, as of the time I saw the video, Maybe now it must have appreciated, but as of when I saw the video, it's worth 90 million.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
I'm not joking. I'm not exaggerating. It came out the way I'm seeing it exactly the way she said it. She bought a property worth 1.5 million naira, and as of then, there was no access road,
It was
so
a bush.
it was a bush, and basically, eh, they had to pick a stone and throw in to show her where her land was located.
Yeah.
But fast forward 15 years down the line, when the property is now worth 90 million,
Mm.
so that's what land banking can do for
Wow.
you. You have to have patience. Now, but the problem is there are so many of our viewers now that might pick interest in what we are doing, what we are saying, and might want to invest. But the problem is I don't have the money. How can I start? How can I start?
Right. Okay. So this is the part that most people don't realize, right? Particularly people from abroad, right? So, uh, many companies have made it possible. Many real estate companies, even here at the show, they have made it possible for people that want to really own a part of the earth, right? We have made it possible for them to get started with a flexible payment plan, okay? Like with a flexible payment plan. Let's say, for example, you want to buy a property worth 3 million naira, right? And you don't have that 3 million naira immediately.
Mm.
So, what you do, you can start with an initial deposit. Right here at Medici Homes, you will start with an initial deposit of 500,000. Once you start with 500,000, you spread the balance within 3 months.
Within 3 months.
Within 3 months, you can pay up within 3 months.
You have the payment system of three
Of
months.
3 months
Okay.
with zero interest. Although some other companies, you know, they will tell you they'll give you a certain percentage of interest that you have to pay.
You have to pay.
If you're not paying instantly,
Yeah.
right? But Medici Homes have made it possible. You can start with an initial deposit and spread the remaining balance within 3 months. So instead of waiting, right, for the 3 million naira, you can do this. You know, some companies does their own 3 months, some does their own 6 months,
6 months.
does
Mhm.
1 year, that's 12 months. Okay, so by the time and what initial deposit does that it saves you a lot of money. And what I mean a lot of money is that I have someone who, that even up to now, if I call him on phone, if I call the person on phone,
Mm.
he will still be thanking me that, oh,
You need
thank God that I
you
took
made
this decision. Okay, what was that? What happened? We sold a property that is City of Heaven phase one,
okay.
that we have at Abona, and it was selling for 1.5 million naira.
Okay.
So then 1.5 million naira was too much for him.
For him.
You know, you couldn't pay it once. It was like, ah, Ima, that I don't have this money. Oh. I don't have this money. Oh. That if I remove this 1.5 million naira, it will shake me financially. You understand? I told him, okay, I start with initial deposit. We paid 500,000 naira initial deposit, and we spread the remaining balance within 3 months. But guess what happened? 2 months
2 months.
down the line, the estate increased from 1.5 million to
So
3 million
within with this space of
within
two
the
months.
space of 2 months
Wow.
because of the school that was being established there.
Okay.
Although it's a proposed University of Medical
University.
Sciences.
Yes.
So, and they are already building a lot of infrastructures there. So because of that school and the coming infrastructure coming in there, the value of that property moved from 1.5 to 3 million naira. But him taking that decision to what, make that initial deposit, saved him the money of paying double the price.
Double. Exactly.
You understand? So initial deposit, like a flexible payment plan, has always helped a lot of people to secure land. Now he's now very very happy that, oh, I
He
took this
made the
decision.
decision.
I love this decision that you like. If I call him now, you say, ah, Ima Fana, my guy, my guy. Thank you very much for
For me,
helping me
yeah.
get that land. So that's my take on that.
Okay. Mm. Okay. So but another question I would like to ask is, why is this important for people specifically in abroad? Why is it important for them? And before you say anything, I would like to say this. The reason why it's important for these guys is that as you're working and you're doing all of these things, some
Yeah.
of these guys don't even have the time for themselves.
Hmm. That's
Yes,
true. That's true.
they don't have time for themselves. But you need just like one of my uncles who decided to um, take the decision to start acquiring landed property before it was too late.
Hmm.
This man saw the future, and do you know what he did? He decided to start buying landed properties, and in the course of doing that, he started building house, knowing fully well that when he takes his wife and children over there, that
Hmm.
no one will be back here to oversee all of those things for him due to
Yeah.
trust. So, number one reason why this is important for you is that it saves you because they are working. So they need something that they can fall back to when they come back home.
Yeah. Like a retirement
A
plan.
retirement plan.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if you're just joining our live this evening, if this is your first time, we are talking about how you can start investing into Nigerian real estate with little money, capital.
Little capital.
Okay. So why this is important for you is that you are working so hard, and it can also be for the sake of your children,
Yeah.
generations down the line, because it can serve as you can one plot of land can settle them for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
Now imagine that as a smart parent, because what parents are doing now is not just they don't just live out their lives without leaving a legacy for their children.
Hmm.
Imagine you have 4 kids and you decide to get like instance you get like four for them in the name. You know, not so much that you have that you bought that for them. 20 years, by the time they get to like 20 years and that property was appreciated, and it's kind of a retirement plan for you and them. They are schooling. You can just effortlessly take care of it. Mm. Just sell off the land, and whether they want to go to school or they want to start up a business or they want to travel outside the country, this land you the decision you took 20 years back can guide them throughout the rest of their lives. That's true. So that is another reason why it is important for especially Nigerians living outside the country to invest into land banking properties. So if you have any other thing to say, you can let our viewers know.
Okay. To add to what you said, uh, land has proven over time to be one of the tangible assets. Like it's a tangible asset that you can pass on from generation to generation. Land is you can use land to do anything in this world. You can use
Exactly.
it for agriculture.
Yeah.
You can use it to build your dream home.
Yeah.
You can use it to build structures that will be paying you for the rest of your life. You understand?
Mm.
Like it's even from time immemorial, land has been very, very valuable to humankind. And no, we don't produce more land. You understand? And rather the value for more land increases. So land is something that you use to back up your finances. Let's
Yeah.
say, for example, your business crashed, and you use that. Maybe you have like 10 plots of land sitting somewhere. You take 2 or 3 plots. By that time, the place must have been developed. 2 or 3 plots that you bought for 950 and currently selling for, let's say, 5 to 10 million naira, and you took just 2 or 3 plots of land from it and sell it off, keeping the remaining. You can see that you can use that money to bounce back.
Exactly.
You understand now? So it has you can use land to do a lot of things, like that saved a lot of people. You
Yeah.
can use it to collect loan as a means of collateral with
From
banks,
back.
from banks, right? So a lot of things that you need land, that 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 comes with the need for land. You understand? So there are a lot of things you need to start looking to invest back home. Start looking to invest back home.
All right. So another question is, how do I know that a company is genuine? Yeah. What if I want to invest right now,
Mm,
and how do I know that this company is genuine? How do I take your word for it?
okay. Particularly abroad, because they are living
Yeah.
thousands of miles
And
away,
they cannot come back
and they
home.
cannot come back home to live to check if the land, if the real estate company is verified.
Verify this.
So one of the things I would advise anybody at all, whenever you want to buy into a real estate company, land from a real estate company, is one, you send someone to check if they really have a physical office.
Yes.
Number one,
Okay.
a physical office.
All right.
Every real estate company must have a physical office.
Yes.
Like our own physical office here in Asaba is at Suite B11 Appendix Plaza, opposite Ethel office, here in Nebisi Road, Delta State, Asaba. That is our physical office.
At least if something should happen,
At
they
least
can
if
hear.
something should happen, you can locate us.
Yeah.
You understand? Then you can check our social media handles, check if we have any, because definitely we must have we must bring ourselves to the limelight
Mm-hmm.
to show ourselves that okay, we are a real estate company, we do this, we do that. You
Yeah.
check them
Yeah.
and you ask for the registration number. That's what we call CAC,
See.
Corporate Affairs Commission number. That is a body that registered uh, businesses here in Nigeria, because of the level of scam going on in Nigeria. So the government has brought out this needs to regulate business owners.
Exactly.
So now the CAC we have a CAC number registered through with the federal government. That is, we can go anywhere with our name and do business, and it will be legal. You understand? So you ask for their registration number, their CAC number, right? Then go through their social media handles to know if truly these people are selling genuine property. Because there is a difference between okay, you people are registered, and there's a different and another that will sell genuine properties. Okay, so statistically, Medici Homes have sold out 20, if not 28 estates so far. We have allocated more
More
than
than
2,000 plots to our
more
clients. More than 2,000 plots to our clients. And so far, so good. Inshallah, there will be no litigation.
Yeah.
So that is to say that we are selling you property that is free from government and free from of community issues. And this coming Saturday, we are allocating to our clients, I think the 29th
29.
estate. So this is the things that you need to ask. Ask questions. Do your due diligence before you what you make you transact with that real estate company. That's my take on that.
Okay, now I would also like to add one more thing to it. He mentioned something about social media handles,
Mm.
right? Now, if you check my platform, if you go through my YouTube page right now, you'll see that when you go to my YouTube page, go to playlist. You go to playlist, you see where it's written client testimonial videos. Now, when you go through that, you will see that there are lots of persons, lots of faces. You might see the first person, you be like, no, this
This
is
is
arranged,
staged.
this
It's
is
staged.
staged.
Yeah.
But when you go to the first, go to the second, go to the 10th, go to the 20th, to the 30th person talking that personally interviewed on how they feel and they genuinely give their testimonials, about the process, how the site inspection, the documentation, and the sightseeing allocation, how everything went. You get to hear and know that yes, this person is actually genuine. So my name is Amy Samuel across all of my social media handles, and his name is.
Okonkwo Emmanuel, also known as Emma Medici, across all social media handles.
So when you go through these two social media handles, you'll find out that just look through, get the testimonials of people that have actually bought and patronized us over the years, and then you can be sure that okay, yes,
Very, very important.
these people have come to stay.
Very, very
And
important.
like he said, the CAC. So he has done justice to that. And the next question I'm going to be asking him is, how much do you need to get started?
Okay, like I've said before, you don't really need much to get started, right? You don't really need millions or 1 million, 2 million, 3 million to get started. All you just need is a flexible payment plan that you can work with.
Okay, let's not limit our buyers to
Mm.
just one. Let's also, talk about more, like in acres,
Oh,
and the benefits they will be getting.
wow, wow. So, uh, the benefits of buying in acres. That is even where real estate is. That's the best part of real estate. Buying in large quantity,
Land banking is.
which is also linked to land banking, like we have said. So, let's take for instance, you bought a property. No, let me not go far. Life it that
Life
we
city.
that we, that we got that got sold out. I think last year. Last year, uh, February, we sold that property for 950,000.
915. Okay.
We sold that property for 950,000, right? And let's say, for example, you bought 10 plots.
Okay.
That is 9.5 million, right?
Yes.
And now, properties at that same location, as I'm speaking to you currently, properties at that same locations are going as high as 2.53 million naira for a plot
Within the space of.
within the space of one year,
Okay.
right? So now, they are not currently selling for 3 million naira. You do the math. Help me and do the math.
That's at the time you got it. It was selling for 950.
Yeah,
Nine
that is
fifty
nine
times 10 is 9.5.
9.5 million. Now
Okay, now
selling
it's
for 3
3
million.
million. That's 30.
That is 30 million naira.
That's
You,
that's that's more than
mo-
200% return of investment.
you see how like. So now imagine if the person wants to just sell more money no dey my hand. Make I just sell one or two.
Yes.
You sell one, sell two, you sell 6 million naira, or even sell three. Three is 9 million naira, right?
Covered
That's
your
covered
your
your
startup cost.
your
Startup
startup
cost.
costs, and then you still have
Exactly, and they're still appreciating.
and you still appreciating with time.
Mm.
You know, the appreciation of a particular land is time and development.
Yes.
So you give it time plus development coming in, the value of it increases because the more the development, the more the demand for land. And the more the demand for land, the more the value of
Improve.
land increases.
Okay.
So it's as simple as that.
Okay. So can I pay from abroad even without coming down?
Yes, you can. Once you have done your due diligence, vetted you have vet the whole document, you have asked questions and you are satisfied with it. You
Yeah.
have done the proper inspection, maybe via virtual or maybe you send someone that you
The
trust
trust.
to go and inspect the land for you. Once you have done all those things, we are in the 21st century for currently. We have uh, virtual payment. What's it called?
Can go for a virtual tour.
No, 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 no. I mean for payment. You can pay through the
Okay.
company's account.
Yeah.
You can pay through e-transfer,
E-transfer.
electronic transfer,
Okay.
right? There are a lot of means to pay. You can pay to gift. I'm saying like no, no, I don't think you gift card, but you can pay to various electronic means
Yeah.
because there are a lot of electronic means now. You
Okay.
understand? So, but always ensure that you pay through the company owned account, right? So you pay through the company owned account because a
Okay.
lot of scams are going on in Nigeria,
All right.
right? So that's my take on that.
Okay. That's amazing. So we have all heard that. So without lifting a finger, you can from the comfort of your home, back at your working place, or any other place you are, over there, overseas.
Mm.
Okay. Now you can from there secure a landed property in a fast developing area,
Mm.
right? So all you need to do is to first vet the
Document
documents, make sure the land is genuine, and once you are done with all the verifications that you need, you can go ahead.
and make payment.
Can go ahead. So I am Eme Samuel of Medici, and he is Okonkwo
Emmanuel.
Emmanuel. So
Ma-
what you need to do is to go through our pages and do your due diligence, consult and another important thing, another important factor to consider is a property lawyer, because I have a friend of mine who got contacted, a realtor who got contacted by a property lawyer, you know, and the person was asking questions before the decision was made. So this is another factor you need to consider
Yeah.
getting a property lawyer. So after you're done with the due diligence that you have to do before making payments, and you are set, you have everything, all the information that you need, you can go ahead and make your payments right from the comfort of your home back here. And when you come over down to Nigeria, you can now go and inspect and see the
The land.
property that you bought. All right, so I do a free consulting consultation. You can call me and you can consult me on some things. I do that for free. So all you need to do is drop a comment or I want to do this with you. So and I'll guide you and I'll help you and also take you on a free virtual tour. You can trust me on that. Take you on a free virtual tour and I will help you do all of the due diligence that you need to do. So till we see you again, thank you for staying to the end of this session. If you find this interesting, if you find this valuable, kindly like, subscribe, and share to someone that needs this information.
Yes.
And we will see you on the next one. Have a lovely evening. Thanks, David. You see why I don't like. You see why. Cut, 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 cut.
Oh,